Air Canada taking a big hit. It is suspending its service to China until April, we know now. That was announced yesterday, scaling back flights to Hong Kong. We also know it's allowing passengers wanting to go to northern Italy to perhaps rebook, giving them the flexibility if they want to do so, given the outbreaks in Italy, Milan and Turin and cities like that. We're getting a bit of a sense of how this is affecting the broader industry. Some new numbers this morning from the World Travel and Tourism Council in terms of economic impact. And Scott has those. These are pretty significant figures, Scott.
They are indeed. Everyone's trying to put some context into, for example, SARS in 2003, H1N1 in 2009, a $55 billion economic damage there. But this one, coronavirus, could be much worse. Take a look at some of these numbers as far as this is just the disruption of tourism. For example, 25 million fewer Chinese departures could happen in 2020. This is a direct result of the virus. Now, the loss in Chinese visitors spending expected just for this year, these are new numbers, could be anywhere up to $73 billion, and that's a worst case scenario, and that would be for all of 2020. That would eclipse anything from H1N1 or SARS, and never mind the supply disruptions out of China or anything else, economic consequences. This is just a lack of travel to and from China, and they are one of the biggest tourism. I mean, they've got 1.3 billion people there, so a massive disruption for the tourism industry.
And what about for the Canadian industry, Scott? It is tens of billions of dollars to the Canadian economy. What would this all mean here?
Yeah, and that's a growing segment as well. And the Chinese tourism into Canada is second only to U.S. travel. But a couple of numbers there digging out as well as far as this is an increasing market that Canadians are reliant on. For example, 763,000 tourists came from China into Canada in the year of 2019. A total spend there of $2.13 billion. And what's interesting here is that is an incremental increase from the year previous, 16% year over year. So Canada is an increasingly popular destination. On average, a Chinese tourist spends about 30 days in Canada. That equates to about $2,800. So this is a significant loss. Never mind anything else, just the tourism, Heather. And this is why we're seeing stocks like Air Canada down 27% just in the last 36 weeks or so.